is giving you like fresh face, realness, lashes, and gloss. How you feeling it? Hey woos, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be spilling the tea on how I lay my frontals and get this baby hair and get this perm-like look. So I think you guys are interested in this. Keep watching. Alright y'all, in my last video when I came with that curly hair, you guys was like, please show me how you lay this frontal. And I've actually talked about how I do my frontals in a video before, actually a more recent video. But I guess you guys wanted like a in the title how to lay my frontal type thing. So that's what I'm going to talk about. This hair also that I'll be featuring in this video is from DYHair777. This is their Brazilian loose wave. Having 3 bundles, a 22-inch, a 22, a 20, and an 18 with a 14-inch lace closure. I honestly feel like this closure is longer than 14 inches though. Like, I mean, I guess. But a 14-inch lace frontal. Before we get to how I do that, let me just talk about the hair really quick. Guys, I went for this sleek, like straight, like perm, like girl, this is me with a wig, but my wig slave type look. Like, this hair is so perfect. Now, this is a loose wave. When you wet it, it does give you a loose wave, but it's not a loose wave that you can wear out. Like, it ain't no wash and go, like, loose wave. It's really not that. It's like you really got to do something to it. And I wanted to wear curls, but I was like, girl, we gonna slay this frontal so that this shit look bomb, so that you look like you got a perm, and that's how we gonna wear it. So I want to go with straight, because look, I'm gonna wear my hair back. I'm going to bring it to the front. Like, it's just giving me all types of, I love it. Like, I really love it. DYHair, you guys know, I reviewed them way back in the past. I used to review them frequently. That's a good brand. I really fuck with DYHair. I don't mess with their Mongolian loose wave or something like that. I don't mess with that. But their brand of hair, like their Brazilian improvement, really good hair. Like, really good hair. So, I'm just going to talk more about this wig, do a voiceover about how I customize my frontals. DYHair777 is going to be listed down below. What you're also going to find below is a coupon code. If you use my coupon Nene, you're going to get $10 off your purchase. It comes in handy. I recommend DYHair777. I've worked with them for the longest time, and that's why I continue to work with them, because I know the quality of hair I'm getting. And this is just a Brazilian loose wave. I don't know if you guys are going to see the texture in that hair. I really didn't show it. I really wanted to focus on my frontal. But honey, straight, it just gives me soft goals. Like, it's just so pretty. And it's nice and thick. Like, this is giving me realness. Somebody comment and tell me that it's not giving you realness, honey. It is giving me, look, girl. Slade. Let's get into this voiceover. Okay, so I figured this will be more so instructional instead of like voiceover. When constructing a wig, a lot of people tell you to cut this part off so that this part can meet your scalp. I don't do that with my wigs. I keep this on because if you notice, when you cut this off your scalp, cut this off of your wig, it loosens up the wig a little bit. And I don't like my wigs to be too loose. So what I do to install my wigs, I just put this on my head like such. I simply take this and I push it back just a little bit. So my wig still is on my head, and then here's my lace, and my lace is only going to come forward just a little bit. So when I cut this off, I still have scalp and I have a whole wig on my head. Since I've gotten better, let me just teach you guys how I do them. I first put it on a mannequin and I start to pluck it. This is what it looks like after plucking it on a mannequin. Now, of course, it can be cleaned up some more. And their frontals, this is from DYHair777, they really like sculpt out a frontal for you. So you really have to do a lot of customizing because their frontals are super detailed. It is definitely easier when you wet your frontal. It cuts down time when you wet it. What I'm simply going to do is just keep plucking hairs. This is how you do, and it really is tedious when it comes to frontals, but I speed it up. I mean, you can always cheat the system, and it don't have to take me that long. I can kind of get through it in 20 minutes. I know some people say it take like 2 hours and stuff like that. Honey, I'm not taking 2 hours just to pluck hair off a wig. I'm not doing that. Now, of course, when you start plucking, you want to start brushing so you can see what you're doing there. You guys see how when I brush that hair back, it can show you where I plucked, and then your hair starts to come off of the brush. Just a tip too, I've told this in one of my other videos, I do come to the baby hairs and thin it out. Now you see how this is thick? That's not baby hair, honey. You would never wear that as a baby hair. It's too thick. So I just come up here to the roots and I really just start plucking away. And you'll notice that this will start thinning out as you pluck it. And that's how you can kind of like get your baby hairs to be thin. And if you see, once I pull, I get the hair that I plucked. Okay, so I'm going to come back. Now my baby hairs, you guys see how I thinned those out compared to what it was. So I'm going to start up here and just pull these baby hairs off. Whenever you pull your baby hairs and you see that it's so thick instead of thin like that, you guys can see the difference. Then you know that, okay, it's time to pluck. So simply take your tweezers and you're going to start just pulling at the strands of hair. And when you pull that, you'll hear them pulling. You'll hear it like snipping. So you guys can see the difference of where it's been plucked and where it has not been plucked. You guys see that? So it looks really good on the plucked side, and then this is where it's not plucked. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up this side, and then we'll come with the whole installation. Alright y'all, so now I'm done. I just want to brush this back for you. That's what that side is looking like. And then this side is going to look like this. So what I'm going to do is just simply cut the lace off of this. You simply just follow the hairline that you made. So if this is the hairline, you're going to cut the lace around it like such. I know a lot of these videos don't really show you guys how to do it, but you're just going to follow the line and cut it. So what I did was I went and I added my powder to my lace, and that's what it looks like. I simply just took my little foundation brush and just dabbed it all over the lace. And so I'm just going to put it on, and if you notice, now it looks like scalp. It looks really, really good when I add that powder to it. You guys know I'm on the whole, we're all on the whole got to be glued tip. A lot of people do not like got to be glued because it's messy. It claims that it's water resistant and it's really not. And I get it. And a lot of you guys find frustration in got to be glued. But honey, I really found what really works with got to be glued. Have the black one, here's the spray. These are the only two I use to keep this wig down. I learned that this combination works the best for me, and it holds my closures, my frontals for at least 3 to 4 days now. So what I like to do first is go in with the spray, and I'm simply just going to spray my base down. These are the steps that I use that works for me, and I could apply my wig, have my wig laid down in like 15 minutes if I go with these steps right here. Once I apply the spray, I'm going to go in and take the gel, and I'm working pretty fast. I'm just going to take the gel and lay it down like such. And I mean, I can't really tell you take a dab. You take however much gel you want to take for real, for real. The more you put in here, of course, the longer you're going to have to hold the blow dry up here. I'm simply going to take my blow dry. I'm going to put it on high and I'm going to put it on cool. And I'm just going to blow dry this hair until it gets tacky, and I'm going in with another layer. Okay, so I see questions on or comments on people's videos that say, how do you know when the glue is dry? My general rule is when it no longer feels wet. If you feel it and it's still wet, then you don't want to put it down because it's not ready to stick. Generally, if you go like this and you can feel it like sticking like that, it's ready to stick. So now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to put it on. And like some people like to do one side at a time. Honey, it don't matter. If it's on there, I do it and I put it down. And I like to stretch my frontal so that, you know, every side is accounted for. And I'm just going to stretch it down and lay it. Now, I forgot what it is, but your hands kind of warm up something, or I don't know what people say, don't use your hands. So I never use my hands. I just use the rat tail part of my comb just to lay it, like fully lay it down. And I'm simply just going to stretch it. Like I'm going to pull it. Really pull it. Bam. So for like that extra support, I'm going to go in with my freeze spray and kind of like spray the edges just so that the edges can stick, or make sure they stick. And you don't want to use too much of this because it'll definitely start to lay down your baby hairs, and it's hard for you to pull those out later when you're ready to work with them. And then I'm just going to take my blow dryer and go over it a little bit. Alright, so now that I have that down, I'm simply going to style this hair, but I'm not going to work on my edges on my baby hairs yet. I'm going to tie this down for that extra security and go ahead and style my hair. So I just take my hair tie and I simply just put this around the lace part and make sure it's like around it kind of tight, and just lay that around it and tie it down. And while this is tied down, it's kind of like setting or like melting, just to set. Okay, boo, so I'm going to start off with some Lotta Body and put that over my hair. I'm going to show you how I get these edges here. Now that we done plucked the plucked the frontal and you know, really made our baby hairs, this is some mousse following the Lotta Body, and then I'm just going to go in with some Eco Styler gel, and I'm just going to apply that to my hairline like I would do my regular hairline. Now, you remember in the beginning of the video when I said I like to do baby hairs all around the wig? But this is the reason why. I like to do baby hairs all around the wig because it gives me that I'm able to, the option to make baby hairs whatever I want to do. And I like to cut my baby hairs long. I think I forgot to put that part into this video. But I don't cut my baby hairs short because if I cut them long, I get them to blend in with the rest of the hair. You remember how I like swoop this back? Look, you see how I swoop it back? There's no stopping on the baby hair, so it's not like super long, but I do keep it like a medium length, and that's just simply how I get my frontals laid. Look at that, girl. If you don't get, that's laid. That's the secret. That's it. Just really pluck them, cut your baby hairs, keep them long, but make sure they thin, and that's it. Put your powder to it. It's really not hard, so I really hope that you guys like really got the gist of this, and I hopefully it made sense and it's like a follow along. But that's how I get my frontals to look like scalp. Again, I hope that this answered all your questions. I hope that it helped. I hope that somebody does adopt this. Don't forget to check out DYHair777 and my coupon code. I am NeneTanae. So all my new subbies, hey boos, and I will talk to you guys in the near future. Bye y'all. Love you.